Chee Okebalama, the executive partner for Africa at the Multipolitan, joins me now for more on their report. Thank you so much for your time today, Chee. And looking at your report, quite interesting. And I'm curious to know why we're seeing cities and not countries more or less dominate the startup race.
Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for having me. First of all, I would say cities are now like pseudo countries. Some cities even have their own policies, their banking laws, etc. And what we've realized is cities are what's driving countries. So with the index, what we decided to do was to take a two-step approach. The first approach was, first of all, to find out where there was a high level of venture capital. Yes, so what we did was cities that have high level of activity, venture capital activity. Then when we grouped that, obviously the USA, Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and then from there we went to the city level, which were guided by 5 parameters. Okay. One is startup activity, how many startups, how many unicorns that the city itself has, digital infrastructure. We also looked at talent attractiveness. We also looked at quality of life, which we would see from the reports. Most of the African cities are not doing too well at. And then finally, we looked at business agility. So how easy it is to start up a company, how easy it is to open a bank account, etc.
There's quite a lot in perspective there, and I like to always come back to Africa. Like, I'm an African optimist, and I like to see things done better there. But then, yes, we know that talent is abundant.
Yes.
But what's the key challenge of retaining this talent?
Okay, so let's come to Lagos, right? So we would say that, one, Lagos has skill, Lagos is tenacious, and Lagos has a lot of talent. And these are things that we have going for us, right? We did well in, robust educational systems. We also are very diverse in the kinds of industries we have here. Fintech is doing very well. Commerce is doing very well. But most of the drawbacks, I would say, and I won't say them as drawbacks, I'll say it's opportunity, is to provide less friction. So when I say less friction, I mean digital infrastructure. I also mean quality of life. You saw what happened in dirty December. Yes, you can almost not afford to live in Lagos in December, right? So these are things that we can put in place and increase and enhance. And once we help the ecosystem and the infrastructure of Lagos, I think it will bring us higher and higher on the.
So what leave can other African cities borrow from Cape Town? Looking at their score right now, their ranking. Shows that basically that they can compete, and then they have the right system. So what are the learning curves from Cape Town?
So the learning curves from Cape Town, one, Africa is a talent-rich population. So I think we have that across the board in Africa. One of the major opportunities, I see them as opportunities, is usually infrastructure, right? Infrastructure, then being able to attract capital investments from outside of Africa and also maintain it. So when these companies come in, they want to know, can I open a business easily? Can I open a bank account? And, we see countries like the UAE and Singapore being easily accessible. You can open a company, in less than a week, and that gives you the opportunity to conduct business quickly and make decisions quicker, which is very, very timely, in this space.
All right, there. So key messages, venture capital is not enough. Cities need to do more than just more or less create the right systems to make startups thrive. But thank you so much for your time. Chee Okebalama, the executive partner for Africa at the Multipolitan.